What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis comes to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about Big Ben Mclemore coming back to the NBA. A lot of people thought he was done, and a lot of people thought he wouldn't have a chance to make it to the NBA again because of the fact that he didn't play defense. It seemed like he was doing something wrong by making the music. It seemed like he was focusing on the wrong things instead of basketball. He is getting picked up by the Houston Rockets, a team that does take gamble on younger players, not only younger players, just on players in general. Ben Mclemore is a guy that's very talented. He has explosiveness. At the end of the day, he has the shooting ability and touch. And he's a guy that can be an amazing athlete at the same time. Ben McLemore was a guy that a lot of people thought had talent to be one of the best players in the world. Some people compared him to Ray Allen and other guys. But I think that Ben McLemore has been pretty good at age 26. He won't turn 27 until February of next year. So he still is very, very young. The days of him being a superstar is over. I don't think he can be a franchise player. I don't think that he can have a breakout season. But I still do think that he can be a quality guy that can come in and contribute by playing some up-tempo basketball. We've seen what happened to Austin Rivers. We've seen what happened to Kenneth Faried. Guys that's put in this system usually has better seasons than they ever had because of the offense that Mike D'Antoni instills in a system that he has made that has made role players a lot better than what they really are. And with Ben McLemore being a shooter and the athlete that he is, I can see him having a better season because of Mike D'Antoni. But the thing about it is, when you look at the Houston Rockets, I don't really see them really having enough minutes for him to have a huge impact on winning and on the team. I think that I'd rather have Ben McLemore than not, but he struggled to even find a team last year after he left the Sacramento Kings. So he is in a tough spot at the end of the day. And you got to give him respect for being able to get a two-way contract. It's better than nothing. Like I said, I don't really like the two-way contracts because at the end of the day, it's not a guaranteed contract they can use and waive you any time. It's more of a contract that's better for the organization than it is for the players. But like I said, when you look at this roster, they don't really have a chance for him to get real minutes at that shooting guard position with Shepard, with Rivers, with James Harden, with Eric Gordon. You still do have the Gerald Greens of the world that's going to eat up some of those minutes. So a lot of these players is going to stop him from getting significant minutes to make a huge impact on the game. But it's still, I'd rather have a player like Ben McLemore than not. You get to try him out. You get to see where his mind at. You get to see how he prepares, how he goes out there and attack the game, how he feels about the game. He might have a little chip on his shoulder since he didn't make a roster after he left Sacramento. But Ben McLemore is very interesting. I thought that even when he got waived before he went to Sacramento, back to Sacramento before he went to Memphis, I thought that that would be the team that can really get the best out of McLemore because they needed a shooting guard. They needed somebody that can knock down threes. And I thought that that would be the year that he can really prove to the NBA that he can still play and he can still get quality minutes. But I feel like now he's just trying to take any contract that he can look, any contract that he can take just to stay in the NBA. and that's one of the reasons why he did a two-way contract, which is not very good and doesn't give you any long term commitment, and it gives you no commitment. So it is tough that you get to that point where at the end of the day you can't really beg. Beggars can't be choosers. So, like I said about Costas, you want that commitment, you want that guarantee money, and you don't want to be waived and get no money. But since two-way contracts are partially guaranteed or not fully guaranteed, it's more flexible for the organization. And when you really look at it at that perspective, is Ben McLemore even going to stay on the roster the whole year? It's going to be a lot of interest in players moving all season and getting bought out. Can Ben McLemore continue to keep this roster spot for the whole season? We've seen Austin Rivers resurge a little bit last year. A lot of teams gave up on him. A lot of people thought he was done. People thought he was only in the NBA because of his father, Doc Rivers. If it wasn't for Doc Rivers, Austin Rivers might have been out of the league even quicker. And he was able to show us that that wasn't right, that was wrong. And he ended up getting picked back up by the Rockets after the season that they had with him last year. So we really gonna have to see how motivated and how determined Ben McLemore is. His career is teetering on not being in the NBA anymore. You have to give credit to him for being able to get this contract and get that next opportunity to prove that he still deserves to be in the NBA and that he still can be an NBA player. But to me, this is going to be one of the toughest seasons for him because not only is he might not get the minutes, he in a situation where he could be out the league if things don't work in the right way. And I think he does fit what they're trying to do. At the end of the day, he likes to shoot a lot of threes. And he likes to explode to the rim, and he really can be a perfect fit with his team if he gets that 15 to 20 minutes, which I doubt that he can get. But even if he gets that 10 to 15 minutes, he has to really play it like it's his last because this could be his last stint in the NBA. So I think that he's going to really have to look at this contract and be humbled by it because it's just a tough situation to be in. So we really going to see how much Ben McLemore wants it because at the end of the day, he really has to go out there and put it all on the table this season because I'm actually surprised that he even got the contract. I actually thought that he was done, and I thought he was going to focus on music and be gone for the rest of his NBA career because it didn't work out like he thought it was, and I thought he was going to give up and quit. But I am glad to see that he is going back to being and taking a chance to stay in the NBA. And to me personally, I really want to see how this thing is going to work out because, Ben McLemore is a guy with a lot of untapped potential. He still has a lot more that he can do. He just needs the situation in the right organization to do it. And when you have Russell Westbrook getting up and down the court, getting to the basket, kicking out, Ben McLemore can be the perfect guy in that corner. He can be the perfect guy at the top of the key. He's 35% from three for his entire career. And that's important because you want to shoot around 35 to 36 or higher if you want to be known as a good shooter and a good three-point shooter. And if Ben McLemore can master that three-point shot and that coming off the screen mid-range, he could increase his longevity in the league. So Rockets like to get up and down on the court. Rockets like to take a lot of threes, and Rockets give you a lot of open opportunities to knock down easy shots. So it will inflate and make Ben McLemore look a little better than what he is, but that could also extend and give him a little more longevity in the league if he does get the minutes and he does pan out. So I really want to see at the end of the day, is Ben McLemore going to say, fuck it, I want to put all my eggs in one basket and get this thing this last try so I can see if I can really belong. Do I really belong in the NBA? Can I really turn the fortunes of my career around? I'm glad that he didn't give up. I'm glad that he's still in the NBA and got a chance to prove that he's an NBA player and he should be in the NBA. I was a little disappointed that the Memphis situation didn't work out. I was a little disappointed that the Sacramento Kings situation didn't work out. But I'm also glad that he didn't give up and he's still pushing and he's still trying to have um, a chance to really prove that he still belongs in the NBA. And honestly and truthfully, I'm rooting for him. And I do hope he does get a spot back in the NBA and stays. Hopefully, we know he's going to bounce around. We know he's not going to be on one team for the next couple years. But I am glad that he has decided to make another run at it and give it a huge shot this season with the Houston Rockets. Now it's just about taking advantage of the opportunity and going out there and doing your thing and playing as hard as you can and doing the little small things, passing the ball, knocking down threes, getting out in transition, and just being more smarter and more aware on the basketball court. And I think that Ben McLemore would be fine in that case. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is a pickup that the Rockets are going to regret? Do you think this is a smart pickup? Do you think this is stupid? Do you think he'll be out the league? Do you think he won't even finish the rest of the season with the Houston Rockets? Are you just happy that he's still in the league and he has a chance to prove himself again that he does belong in the league and he still is an NBA player? Regardless of what you feel, let me know in the comment section below and let me know how you feel about him. Will he stay in the league or will he be out? Will he even be on the roster by the end of the season? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that likes the videos. Thanks for everybody that comments. I like the activity that you guys have shown. I answered comments that make sense, if that makes sense. And also, at the end of the day, if you like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies. I break down players. I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. I'm gone.